How's it going? I thought I'd do some more building on the auto club, so I thought I'd start recording and doing that just for a while. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you guys. I don't know if you remember, in a previous video I was looking at the time of day, and there was this new setting for like galaxies and stuff like this stuff, and it had the ocean sort of cutting it in half, and I said, I wonder if you're supposed to get rid of the ocean. It turns out, I had a little play, and it turns out you are. Look, looks great without any floor. So I got rid of the ocean, like lowered it down 100,000 meters, pardon me, put in an invisible floor, and so you're sort of in space. Look. And I made these bed things. It was just a silly idea, just for like a shag room in space. I opened it a couple of times, no one used it. So. But it's more sort of just a fun thing than anything. So what I did, I put mashed some rocks together to make the right sort of shape, so it looks a bit like a meteor or something. Put a bed on it, and then I put there's two lighting effects on that. There's a glow and a spotlight on the top. I'll just show you. So you'll see. Okay, so this this frame here is the glow part, and this light here is the light on it. If I get rid of that, you can see it looks a bit flat and very dim, very dark. And if you the one thing I've sort of worked out in this game is that if you are having a shag with someone, you really want to see what you're looking at. So I put a nice light on it, so they'll lit up. That glow is in special effects under like the animations and things, like the snow, the fire, and it's down here glow, like this one. What you do is you make it, under the size, you make it as big as you want it, same as you would for a primitive shape, any other object that you can customize the size of. Make it as big as you want, and then change the color according. Change the color according to what you want it to be. I saved the color, I think. Yeah, so that's the color I did. If you wanted it lighter or dimmer, very faint, go down to black. If you want it dim, so it's sort of a pinky color, isn't it? So if you want it dim, or if you want it lighter, depends on what you want as to how you. So that's the way you make them go bright or dim. Keep it on the same color this way. You just lower it. Same intensity. Intensity is sort of to the horizontal, and brightness is sort of up and down like that. So yeah, you can make it any colour you want. You make it blue, green. Slide this thing up and down, and then adjust it to what version of that colour you want. So yeah, and then basically rammed the rocks together, got the bed, put a few rocks around the bed, and then I just kept adding more and more rocks until it sort of looked as natural as I could make it. Because I mean, like, how do you explain a bed in space anyway? So I thought like a meteor, sort of a rock maybe. And then I didn't tilt it until it was finished, because if you tilt something, it resets it in a really strange way. So I sort of, and I needed it tilted so that from down here you can see it's a bed on it. If it's just flat on the top, you're not going to really see them. You'll see the ones down here, but you won't see the higher ones so much anyway. But you can see enough of them so that you understand that they're all like that. So I basically put the rocks together with the bed. Then I did the glow around it and got the colour, because there's sort of this pinky colour in the map anyway, all over the place. So I thought that was going to match. I put them above and below the floor. Now the thing is that as a single avatar wandering around, you're never going to be able to go through the floor, right? You don't want to put stairs or anything, and it's not going to help you anyway. You can't get to the beds any other way other than partnering with someone else, like another player. And then what will happen is someone will partner someone, and then usually the guy will just pick a bed. So you just travel to a bed, click on the bed, and then that person will get a request, which when they accept, you'll both end up on that bed. So you can go to any bed. So it doesn't matter whether it's below the floor, above the floor, or wherever. Like if you can fly cam there, you can click it, you'll both go there. Doesn't matter where it is. You could fly for a half an hour in one direction and find some tiny thing miles from anywhere. So here's another one, and no one would, and you just click it and you both go there instantly. So yeah, there's 25, I believe. I think I put 25 of them, and I didn't make them all 25 times. Obviously, I just made one. So the rocks, the bed, the two light effects, and then you just go like this. You just surround it, select it with your left mouse button, and it's actually selected that as well. So I just go like this. Just click off everything. Just go like that. Alright. And then, what's it doing there? I don't know, that's supposed to be there. I'll use this one. Alright. So basically do that, and then, and it also highlights the floor. So you click Alt and then click the floor. Oh, there it is. Right, so like that. Yeah. Alt, click the floor. It's a control. There you go. Sort of, it's control, not Alt, sorry. And when you've got that, you will click copy. And see that just go brighter, and then just slide it along, and you've got two. You've got another one exactly the same. And then I placed those where I wanted them, and then rotated them all differently, so they all look different to each other, even though they're all tilting in the same direction. The thing with rotation, when you've, just as a tip, when you're doing so many objects all grouped together, if you've got up here, you've got pivot. If that's selected, everything will turn. It's quite unpleasant looking. Everything will turn independently. All the rocks, everything will turn. I don't know if you can see that very well, but everything, it's a mess, right? What you do, what you do is you click center, then you can rotate it, and it will rotate all, hold it together and rotate it in one go. If you click pivot, everything turns everything turns on its own and it's a mess. Everything turns on the spot, so you don't want that. So get rid of that. Alright, and then back, get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I did basically. I copied, I got one right, and then I kept copying it and then moving the copy around and spinning it around so that they all look slightly different. So even though they're all tilted at exactly the same angle, if you rotate them horizontally, they'll look different to each other, and they look like they're actually all much more different than they are. Yeah, so that was interesting. So anyway, let's go and continue working on our wake up on the auto clock. So I'm going to clear all props. I'm going to load from file. I've obviously saved that to a file already. Load from file. That's my cat. Come on. Alright, go to mandate, and we want the, which one is it? This one, May 22. Alright. Now, what I intend to do is take this entire, like I've explained before, I'm going to take this entire creation here, this jacuzzi, I'm going to put it way up in the sky with a great big cube under it, and that way I'll know where it is when I am putting it into the new place. So first thing I've got to do is copy it, and let me just go underneath, because there's this is where the steam's coming from. So that's the steam. Alright, we want that. It had to be that low that's the very top of the steam effect. So the steam itself is way down. So, but from the top, it looks just like a nice steamy thing of water. Alright, so that's chosen. We want our, that's the cylinder. Alright, we want, I'll do the, so what I'm doing is I'm just pressing Control each time before I left click, and I'm just going to select every single thing that is, these are the pose commands for sitting down, so they're called pull. Alright. And then there's they're those ones, and then we've got these ones underneath, the chair ones, that I put inside. Alright, so we've got all those. This is another cylinder, and then we've got a floor as well. We've got a staircase, and we've got another staircase, and then we've got two, I believe, two waters. think. I'll lift it up and see. I think that's all of it. But then I want this. I want the frame as well. So that and the ball. That one. I would normally turn the lights on, but I can see okay. So all the pieces of the frame. So yeah, hitting control before I left click. Otherwise it'll just click on one item and deselect everything else. Okay, so that's the frame, and then I want this light that I put in as well. I might, I can put them in. I can get those from somewhere else, but I'll get those as well. Just why not? Okay, and that. Okay. As far as I know, yeah, that's the water texture. Is it? No, there's only one. I actually thought there was a sandwich that I did. The fact that it's going away, see down here, you can see it's disappearing. So I guess I didn't do a sandwich. I was pretty sure that I might be remembering something from a very long time ago where you had to do a sandwich, and then they changed the texture so that it worked on both sides. I'm not sure, to be honest. Alright, not to worry. So we've got everything selected for the jacuzzi, right? So we go way back and up into the air. Now I want to lift it up probably 100 meters. So snap step, do 50 meters increments. We'll stick it on, select it, and just lift everything up. Boom. And then 100. Boom. So that's 100 meters up. Ah, hang on. No, I missed a bit. Oh. What is that? And I didn't copy it either. Shit. Right. Hang on. Okay. Down. Oh. Oh. What's the thing that's not? Is it that? No. Is it that? No. What is it? It's weird. Alright, hang on. I know how to do that. Alright, what I'll do, alright, so I'm copying it first, alright, and then lift it up. Yeah. Then lifting it up. Well, oops. I want to see which bit's missing. What bit's missing? It's all there. Maybe I had double. Maybe I had double before. Because we've got our water, we've got our floor. Oh. No, I know what it is. I know what it is. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah. It's this. It's that section there. Because I needed a different texture, that's why. I've got it. I needed a different texture on the inside to the outside, so I couldn't use the texture that I used on the outside for the wood, I needed the inside to be tiles. Yes, and that was tiles. The floor was tiles. That's okay, but this one was wood, and I had to copy. All right, so now I know why. Yeah, okay. It's so long since I built it. All right, so copy that, and then I will lift that up to join that one. Yeah, let's see. Just before I do that, I just want to check and see that the inside is still. Yeah, I don't want to take anything away from here that I need, so that's all fine. So that's the copy. Alright, and then up one more, and that's our complete jacuzzi. Alright, so the bottles are on there, the poses are on there. Now we've got our, yeah, that's what it was. Sometimes you've got to layer something within something else just to get the texture on the different side or whatever. Just you got to fake it. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so what we do is we go, now I'm not going to bother, so you left click, basically you left click, you don't want to touch, when you're doing a multi-select, you don't want to touch something that you don't want to select, so you try and get a place, try and click it on a place where there's nothing else around, and up here it's easy, so you just put your cursor here, and then select, you just drag, left click and drag, and surround it, and everything's surrounded. If you want to deselect one thing, yeah, just hold down Control and click it, and it will deselect that one and keep everything else. But we want that too. Alright, so we're going to save to file, save selected to file. We're going to call it. Oh, hang on, forgot something. I've got to do the. I've got to do the block so I can see where it is. Block. I'm all over the fucking place. Right, it's a block. Take off snap. Move that, get it underneath. More or less. Yeah. Up, and then I'll just make it flat, like really flat but really wide. Like that. And put the texture on it, which is this one. So then from down here, you look up and you see like that. Yeah, in the night time or whatever. Alright. So now I can select all of it. So select all. Save selected to file. Jacuzzi. World. Save. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to bother lowering it down or deleting it. Or I can delete it, but it doesn't matter. Because I've got that on the file anyway. So now we're going to load from file Auto Club, and it was, which one was it? 6th of June, fixing the pier steps. Yep. Okay. Okay. So let's go down to the house. I like the avatar to be next to what I'm building, so that I need to just check to see what it looks like when someone's standing next to it. So you don't have to, but I prefer to do it that way. So I can run around a corner and see what it looks like when I run around that corner. You can't walk, but running is okay. Alright. So I'm not sure where I want to put the jacuzzi on that deck. Oops. I'm getting the idea it should be, well, I always thought it should be in the corner of the deck, but the other day I was getting the idea it should be maybe on the further along in the middle or something. So I don't know. But we'll whack it in and see how it looks. Glad my mountain's back. Oops. Yeah, it's a pain as well. See, the texture is on an angle. It's sloping. When I built this, it was on the grid properly, facing because the outside of the silo club, which was this massive metal cylinder with the club inside it, it looked the same all around. So it didn't matter where I put the house. So it was actually on the straight as far as the grid goes. And therefore all the textures were also, I think it was sideways, the texture here. Like the boards were going across as they should, and then all the other textures were straight. But that was, the build was the way it was, and I had to use that bit of the island where it was sloping so it was the best part to put the pier, so I really had to have it on that angle. I was thinking just here. What do you think? Just here? I think just there. That's where I was thinking. It would mean that, this is what I mean by having the avatar, you can sort of run around and check. It looks pretty empty. I mean, I'm going to put bushes in tubs around, a few more. Maybe some along here or something, but it does look sort of empty, and it might look good when it's just there. The other place I thought of putting it was more in the middle, but I can sort of see it here. I sort of see it here, and then the dance floor here with the lights. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So file, merge from file. We want jacuzzi, open, and we look for it, and it is, who knows where it is. It's probably under the mountain. So let's go looking. Oh, is that it there? No. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's on the other side of the mountain. That's fair enough. Alright, so oops. Let's select it. What am I selecting? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, I see, this one. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No. Not the mountain. So that's got everything. Yep. Yep. So everything's selected. That's cool. Alright, I've got to go way, 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 way back. And we're putting it over there. So I don't want when you're up this high and you're having to travel vast distances, you can choose so if I just do fly cam sideways, it's very slow. It's actually quite fast, but you can choose a very fast speed. Right, move that down. But I'm having trouble. Oh, what have I done with it? Put it down under the ground. Huh? Oh, ah, oh, there you are. Oh. I think I'm tired. It's like garbling, not making much sense. All right. So put that down there. Okay, we're getting there. Right. So we will. I'll get rid of the. I'll get rid of the cube. Like that, and then lower that down. Oh yeah, okay. See how that's square with the grid? Because I usually build square on the grid. Alright, so let's move it over. Is it the right size? Oh yeah. It's a little. Let's lower it properly. Okay. Lower it down. So you can see here the shadow is coming with the leg. So we'll get it down. First thing you need to do is so that's about right there. Yeah, and we want to twist it round. We want center. We want to twist you around like that. Hang on, undo. If I use step rotate, will that give me? Will that give me get me onto exactly 1, 2, 3. Ah, yes, lovely. Right. Okay, so that was. I just want it sort of similar to how it was, so I can use these lights as a guide, I guess. Okay. How's that? Does it look right or? It's a direct copy of the jacuzzi from the club. I guess so. About night time. Angry clouds. Oh yeah. Angry cloud. I love those clouds. Yeah, that's sort of okay. Normally it would be night time. Yeah, I think that'll do. I had it so you could run around it. There was enough space to actually run around it and the wall. Might leave those lights there because they sort of make a nice light when you're in it. Oh shit, I forgot the... Oh, I'm stupid. I forgot the bar in the middle. I can fix that. Yeah. Okay, I forgot the bar. This bar here. There's a bar that this is hanging on, and I forgot all about it. So I can recreate that. No probs. Alright. So click off it. Click the daylight. I'm going to leave it like that for now. Alright. So file. Save to file. And we want Auto Club. It's the 13th of June. And added jacuzzi. Is that how you spell jacuzzi? No, it's not. Jacuzzi. I think that's how you spell it. Right. So now we have this new development saved as its own file. Let me just quickly go back to load from file, mandate again, and just let me check the yeah, I did. I missed out the is it the same? It's the same thickness as the other poles, isn't it? Yeah, it's just so that should be easy to do, and it's just it's even with that. Alright. Okay, that's easy to do. Alright, let me do that. Yeah, and I'm not going to copy this dance floor because, as I said the other day, it's too square for the space. It works here because there's this big space here, but I think at the back of the house it might be a little bit too stupidly big. So alright, so load from file, Auto Club, add a jacuzzi. Alright, let me just go because I'm going to be going to another build in a minute to get the dance floor from the other house. So what I'll do, what you do, so it's at exactly the same height, you don't have to fuck around. Take this and you will copy it. It's centered, so that's already done. And it'll go center, center like this. So, but you want it exactly 90 degrees. So that's what snap, step, and snap angle. That's why they're so good. So I've got it at 45 degrees already. So turn that on. It means that you don't have to have a headache. Is it like exactly? Now you know it's exactly perpendicular. Alright, and then we just go stretch this till it goes into that one, and stretch that. And that's already at the right height. So, Oh, it's not quite right. Alright, I can just move it anyway. So it goes yeah, that's in there. Alright, so is it just not, it's just a little off. So we'll do this, but we won't use that right in the middle. Okay, there you go. And just check the ends again, because I may have moved it. Oops. Just like that. Just making sure. Because I'm a detail freak. Okay, there we go. There we go. And we move these guys. Now they're all the same height, so if I select that one, that one. Now this build is just for me to play in and my friends to come to, so it doesn't matter if it's not realistic. So, I mean, if I was building this for a club or for someone else to use, I would not have them teetering on this tiny little, it doesn't make any sense. But because it's just me, I don't care. There you go. I'm just looking down here at the edge. So, that'll do. So I know that one is fine, all the rest will be the same, because they're all the same height. They were copies of each other. Alright, so click off those. So that's the jacuzzi done. Now the dance floor. So if I have this dance floor out to, if you're inside, that looks alright. Yeah, over in the corner there, that's alright. Yeah, and when you're coming around the corner, it sort of adds some interest to that corner. So it's like, oh, there's something, what's that? It's like sort of full, it's just decorated. Right, but here, I'm not sure that a dance floor that came right up to the, like here, would be a good idea. It would look pretty wanky, I think. And we haven't got much room, so I think it would look good if there's a bit of a space here to walk through. But I still would like the dance floor because the lights are nice and everything. So, alright, let's go and do that. So save to file, auto club, add a jacuzzi, override it. Okay, yes. Okay, now we're going to go load from file. We're going to go and get the dance floor from the house. Dance floor, it's double story default house, stairs fixed. Okay. Let's go upstairs. I'll take the mat as well, and the speakers, I suppose. Let me put the lights up. Let me see. So I want that mat. I want, and have I got a cross bit? I haven't got a cross strut on this. No. Right. So corners, speaker. I don't make. The speakers are prop. Oh, by the way, I did not make that. In this game, you cannot add photographs. There's another game that I build in called RLC, Red Light Center, and that's very good in that you can. It's not as realistic looking as this, but You can program it to have any object can have any texture on it that you decide. Like you can put your own textures on it, so you can put photographs of stuff, so you can make it look very realistic, like that would be a photograph that you made of the front of a speaker, and then you could layer that over the front of the speaker on that texture. You'd have a primitive square or primitive cube stretched to make the rectangle, and then on this face of it you would put another primitive square. Well, that's an indentation there, but just to do it simply, you just then have another primitive square squashed really flat, like a couple of pixels thick, and then just put it onto the front, like layer it over, plonk, like glue it on, and then on that you'd have, like on this one you'd have the texture of the wood, and on this one you would have the texture of the speaker. Or if you couldn't have, if you wanted the same wood, you could maybe get a transparency, like make a transparency image with just the cones and nothing else, and then you'd have two. You'd have one prop with the, oh, you actually wouldn't need it, you just have the same, yeah, you'd have that texture all over the whole block, so it was the wood, and then you just have another shape over the top of it, right up against it, butted right up against it, flattened right out to a couple of pixels thick, and just pushed right over it, and then that would have the address for the image, because what that does is it takes, so you put a link in it for a web hosting, like a image hosting site that you've got, and when it loads the room before someone comes in, it'll grab all the textures from wherever it needs to before they actually see it. So it'll grab the photos that you need and put them on the textures you want. But unfortunately, anyway, it's pointless in this game because this game doesn't have that feature. But that's what you'd do if you wanted to make a prop with a customized. I better concentrate or I'll start forgetting stuff. Alright, so I've got my speakers. I'll do all the lights. I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made this light too, isn't that nice? That little one. I was proud of that. It's really nice. And this one. I made this one as well. It was really like a retro sort of 60s, 70s sort of jobby. I like that one. Going from inside. All of these, they're basically just spheres with the I forget what texture I use. I think it's just this white texture that I use for the static white texture, and then I just changed the colours of them and maybe lowered them down, or I can't quite remember. And this builder won't show you what settings you've done on, like I can't go and check now. Once it's done, it's done. It's the only bad thing about it, is you can't look and see what a texture is you've got on something. So if you're not sure what it was, you really don't want it. You want it saved. You don't want to change it unless you've got it saved. Otherwise, you might not be able to get it back again. So let me see. I've got this light here, this light here, this light here, this light here. That's all the lights. Alright. Alright, so I'm just going to go around and check I've got everything. Got everything. Everything's selected. Everything's got to have a green lines around it. So that end, fine. Yep. Oh, I don't need this one. This one here, I might take these as well. In the bottom, I might take those as well, and they can be in between the jacuzzi, so someone can lie on them. Yeah, why not? Alright, so go way back. We want snap step on. Settings are still 50 meters. We want to copy it. Lift up one. Got everything. Yeah. Oh no. Hang on. I forgot the balls. It's got balls on the corner, hasn't it? Yes. Oh shit. Put it back down. I want those balls on the corners. I forgot. Oh shit. Yeah. I want those two. There we go. Oh, but I made a copy, didn't I? Fuck. Oh, that's easy. Alright, don't worry. Don't worry about it. No. Hang on. Just lift it up. Lift it up. Yeah, hang on. So I've got them now. They'll be gone from here. I've taken them. Oh, hang on. I've got 2, 3. What the fuck? I've got them all there. Which one am I missing? 1, 2. I'm missing the one on that corner. That. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, because I'm just reloading it later on anyway. It doesn't matter. It's not. Yeah. Who cares? I've got everything I want anyway. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about it. I've got it. Yeah. I keep thinking I've got to put that one back, but it's going to get reloaded from the file anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't know what I'm worried about. Alright, so just select that all. And we want that to go. Oops. We want that to go up another 50. Alright. And then we want the mountain's going to be in the way, isn't it? Oh well, I'll find it. Just go cube. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much. If I lift it up and it goes through the floor, so it's fine. Make it huge. Huge. And put the. I'm pretty sure that's the one I used on all the light bulbs, and I just made it different colours. Alright, so that's there. So we go here. Yeah. Save to file. Save selected to file. Dance floor. House dance floor. Because I've got dance floors in clubs as well. House dance floor. Save. Okay. Load from file. Auto club. Add a jacuzzi. Open. Okay. We've better just merge from file. Dance floor. Where is it? What happened? Where is it? Oh, house dance floor. House dance floor. I looked for dance floor, there wasn't one. Alright, where is it? I've done that. Is it in here? Oh, there it is. I've done that before. I've actually, it's inside the mountain. Shit. Alright. What I might do is, hang on, clear props. File, merge from file, house dance floor. And then I'm going to move it way over somewhere that's not on in the island. And I don't know where, just like whoosh, just away from the mountain. Problem is, because if I'm trying to select it inside the mountain, I'm going to be clicking the mountain. And it's going to be tricky to try and, there you go. So now it's over there. Save selected to file, and save it as house dance party, house dance floor. Overwrite. Okay. Load from file. I need sleep. I'm gaga. Alright, I didn't know it was this tight. Add a jacuzzi. Open that up. Alright, now let's see where our dance floor is. House dance floor. There it is. Over there. That's better. So if we go way up, go backwards. See, here's the beds. See the beds in the mountains I put in? Like when I moved them, when I deleted the mountain and it was all gone, and there was these beds floating around in the air. See, it's like I put them all over the place. Yeah. With the radio, so I could change music no matter where it was. Alright, so go all the way up, backwards, and then where is it? So that should be everything over there. Okay. Oh, that's the ocean. So I'm a bit higher than that. We will, hang on, rid of the cube, select the rest, and we want to spin it. See how the textures stay still, but it's the way the game works. So if you move it around, the texture stays still, the objects will move. Alright, we want to make that is it still on 45? Yep. We want to turn that around to that way. Yep. We want to lower it down. We want to move it over that way, sort of there, I guess, and we'll get the height right from the feet of the sunbeds. There we go. Ah, yeah. See that sign moving? It's an animated texture which moves vertically but not horizontally. So I used it for the dance floor. I might not use it, but so I had it just down far enough that you couldn't see it. Yeah, right. Right. You couldn't see it. That'll do. Alright. How does it look? Oh yeah, maybe. I guess that'll do for now. I can change it later if I want. What's that look like? What does it look like at night? Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe the bigger dance floor would look better. I don't know. Maybe it would. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it would look better. It might look better, I think, if it's a bit bigger than that. Yeah, it's bigger out here than I thought. I don't know. What I might do is put daylight on. Go backwards one step so it's all whatevered. I'm going to lift it up. Oops. Snap step. I'm going to put it up 50 meters in the air. Okay, and that way I can just plonk it back down. Save to file. Added jacuzzi. Added house dance floor. Okay, so it's a new step. I'll leave that up there because it's 50 meters exactly above. So now we've saved that. I'm going to load from file. I'm going to go back to mandate and grab mandate. I'm going to go and grab this one and see if this looks better. So let me put the lights up. I thought about it. I don't actually even have to make a copy, do I? Alright, so that's the square. That's the circle floor. I'll go upwards. That one. I made this one before I made the smaller one. I'll do the balls first. So I made this one before I made the one in the other house. So I just sort of copied the idea, but I fitted it to the... And that's the problem, you see. As you saw in the other video, if you watched that video, I designed a kitchen for that house, and it looks really nice, I think, in that house. And I lifted that out of directly out of that house and put it in this auto club house, and it's way too small. The proportions are all wrong, so I'm sort of pretty much going to have to start from scratch with that kitchen, because it just looks stupid the way it is. So you can't just often plonk something in from one build into another because the scale is wrong for what you are, where you're putting it. So I'm just everything but the lights so far. So I've got the dance floor part, I've got the poles, I've got the lighting effects. Yep, okay, so let's now go inside and do and yeah, when I was making this, it was so long. I wasn't going to put light bulbs all along it, really close to each other, because it would just be too over the top. So I ended up putting them sort of in little groups with gaps in the middle, and I thought it looked sort of quite natural and nice. Yeah, so don't think that you can just copy one thing and plonk it into something else and it automatically is going to look just as good, because it depends where you're plonking it to. Is it the same size? It might look alright, but if it's much bigger or much smaller, it's going to look kind of strange when you take something that was custom built for one build and put it in another one. Oh, they're a bit bad. What the fuck was that? All this mashed together. It's not supposed to be there. Oops. And I found that with the kitchen, when I just thought, oh, I can save myself all this work and just use the kitchen I made for that other place, and I plonked it in without really looking at it, but now I've come back after a couple of years and I'm looking at it and it looks pretty stupid. It's too small. So I'm going to probably so copy that. And step is 50 meters. Oops. Step. So I'll probably move the kitchen that I've got there out of the way. But I'll keep it as a reference. Probably just move it into the middle of the room or something. So I've got as a reference to how I made the oven and all that sort of thing. And I can just remake it and use it as a model. So everything's fine there. Yep. Alright, I'm going to move that way away. Way away from where the mountain might be. That'll do. And I'll put it. Now, when you create a shape or an object in this builder, it sort of goes where you are. So I'll get myself close to this and put this, and it'll be close to where I need it. Put it in the middle. Down. In the middle. Down. And once again, I'm not going to bother making it high, but I'll make it just really wide so we can see it. The bigger the better. That one. Materials. Alright, so we just follow that. File. Save selected to file. House dance floor large. I just called it that. House dance floor large. I can delete it, but it doesn't matter. Right, go to Auto Club again and add a jacuzzi. Oh no, I'm not adding house dance floor. So dance floor. Alrighty. Oops. And then we wanna. What's that? Oh, yeah, I put it in the sky. That's right. I forgot. Alright. Merchant file, large, house stands for large. Where is it? There it is. Over there. Oops. And we go back. Over there. Over there. Down there. Okay. And we want to get rid of that cube. Oops. What the? Oh. don't know why it selected the. You gotta be so careful. I don't know why it selected the pier, or parts of the pier. I've got no idea, but it's a real. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sort of looks nice, that stone thing. It's quite big though. Pretty big. We've got snap on. Let's turn it around. 1, 2, 3. It's a little big. Oh, it's a little too big, I think. Hold on. Yeah. I'll finish this video after that, so when I decide what. I think the other one's probably better. Unless I want to make it, I might have to customize it. If it's the other one's too small and this one's too big, I might have to compromise. It might be easier to make this one smaller and just delete some bulbs from it, rather than make the other one bigger and add more. Yeah, I'm trying my best to try and keep these videos like at least not like 3 hours long like it was the first time, because it's just too long for the some platforms can't handle the file size. But it takes as long as it takes, I guess, so you know, there's no point in having a video where you're not showing what's being done. Come on. Come on. It's a good thing sometimes when you're building and you're not sure, leave where you are, even if it's only for 5 minutes, like the time that's taking us to run there. And then when you get there and you look at it, you'll be looking at it with sort of fresh eyes, and you go, oh, that looks weird, or oh, that looks alright, or oh, that looks better than I thought it would look. So you can see the lights over there if you do it at night. See the lights. So I like the lights in that spot anyway, that's good. Not sure if it's a little bit big though. I can't run. Oops. I can't. Actually that looks alright. The two sizes are actually look okay. No, that's alright. I don't mind it. So the jacuzzi is the size that it. That's alright. I don't mind. I don't mind that. How's that look? And then you've got the little stairs here. Actually, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. It fills the space up, doesn't it? fills the space up a little bit better. So you come out the door here and it actually looks alright. It's not as bad. I think it looks a bit sad and empty the other way. I could make it a little smaller. I might just make it to here, I think. I just don't like the fact it's so close to the door. It's a little bit too close here. I'd prefer it if it was like here. So you've got like a bit wider to walk through here. It's a little squashy. It's not the best. But I think it looks actually better than the smaller one, which was only to here. It looked a bit piddly for this huge deck size. But this is a tiny bit too... it's a tiny bit too... I might take it to here. What do you think? I think so. Or is it okay? It's a little bit close to the house. I'd like this bit to be wider. Yeah, like let me have a look. Let me just take that off. Take that and that off. Yep. And I'll leave that light there. This light here. I'll leave that one there. I'll just take this and this, this and this and all the bulbs. That and move them over to about there. Is it better? Still a bit more maybe. A little bit more. It's no good. I'm right up against that bulb. Although, it looks better. I'll move the bulbs. That's better. It's a little bit more open. Grand. Yeah, I like that better. Yeah. I prefer that. Yeah. Okay. Oops. So Is that really? It's difficult because it's all on an angle from the original build, so it's a little difficult. I got the two squashy ones, didn't I, as well? Did I have two squashed ones? No? Yeah, these two. Okay. That one's too far over. Alright, and then we just get this, change the length of that to fit here, and the other side. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah. It's still big. Oh, I don't know. I've got to fix the this. I'll make it a little bit. It's a little bit small now. Is that right? Sort of. Yeah. How's that? Okay. Yeah, that's alright. I don't mind that. See, this gap here is better. I can put more things in later. Alright, what I'm going to do is going to go up here. I'm going to keep that, and that. And maybe that. We'll see. Lower those down 100 meters, oh, 50 meters, sorry. Okay. Okay, I don't need that one. Can go. That one. Go over this. I'm going to 4 maybe. And I've got one inside. Probably I just want those two actually. Just those two. This one's a bit, because I can have another one over here, but then there's There's one outside and one inside, and it looks a bit stupid because they're doubled. So yeah, I don't like that. That doesn't look good. 3's wrong though. Yeah. I think probably just the 2. That one can go. I'll leave it for now. I'll get rid of these. I'm not going to use this anyway. So that goes. Nothing else selected. Nope. That goes away. And we save to. Oops. Sorry. We save to file. Added house dance floor. Save. Overwrite. Okay. Now we're going to come in and actually just quickly have a look. Love these lights. Those ones, they're all good. Something stupid. And then I'll call it quits. I may do some more later, but I'll have a bath and chill out for a while and see if I can wake myself up a bit, because I'm a little vacant. But I sort of want to do some more building, but I'm a little vacant at the same time, and I don't want to sort of ramble and take a long time to make a video when it could be a lot shorter, so I'll see how we go. I'm just going to keep, by the way, I'm just going to keep making these part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, etc. until I'm finished the whole build. So, and I'm not going to continually go back in. I've got to fix this too. Where was it? There's a line in the sand here. Drew a line in the sand. There's a line in the sand here which that was there to start with, but that needs to be fixed as well, which will be easy. I've got to fix that. At least the rest of it looks. Well, the rocks and stuff look okay, I think, you know, better than it did. That was the previous video doing the rocks and the stairs and shit. Come on. Yeah, piers are really easy to make. Just it's the proportions of the pylons and they're quite big. I mean, maybe they're a little too big, but I think it looks quite okay as a pier. They could be a little bit smaller maybe, but yeah, it's just basically one really thick oblong all the way down, and then pylons, and then another very thin oblong on either side, on its side, to make the rails. Okay, what does it look like? Does it look like in the dark? Yeah. So I've got to put a big tub of plants here, I think, in the corner, and maybe something along here. The jacuzzi looks alright. Yep. See how it works. Oh, it's nice in the corner. Yeah, I prefer it actually. It's nice in the corner. It's funny that people gravitate to a jacuzzi when you're in the game and someone's in a jacuzzi. You can park your avatar. It looks very natural, and people will tend to jump in with you and just sit there and start a conversation. So it's a nice thing to do. Yeah, that's better. It looks alright. Yeah, I'll probably get, yeah. Oh yeah, because I want for this spot here that will be going. For this spot here, I've got the idea. I want a fir tree, like an up and down um, pine thing in a planter. I think it would look nice. Just a little up and down one there. Nothing here because we've got this one's here already. So the next video will probably be doing planters and plants dotted around. Seating, I think. Maybe some seating in the corner. Here, could put some seating. It's not hard. But yeah, I want to put a planter here, and that speaker's going to be in the way. I just thought it would look nice, like a fir tree here. Not too high, but just sort of about that high. It'll look pretty cool. And maybe one here as well. And there's a cactus as well that I've got in the other place. It looks very nice. Put a cactus somewhere, maybe here. Anyway, alright, so that's the jacuzzi done, the dance floor done, and I won't play any music because I don't want to put ads on the video. And unfortunately, the texture is wonky because it's sort of over. But this is exactly where I want the I might move it over a little bit more. Because you know how I was moving it before and the texture wasn't, the texture stays still, but the object moves. Look, I'm cutting off part of the circle there. Not that it matters so much. It might be nice to have it just like there. Shall I do that now? Yep, I'm going to do that now. Just before I go. Alright, customize. Just let me do that quickly. Unfortunately, the I mean that looks a bit poxy. It's all uneven. So I won't worry about the speakers. I'll just do the balls first, so I don't forget them. Oops. Oh. What? Ugh. Be like that. Yeah. And then I can't select them by dragging because it will select the pier as well, and I'll be moving everything. It'll be a mess. Is that everything? I think. Oh no, sorry, the bulbs. I have to think how long this video is. Sorry. I'm nearly finished. That one is all crammed into itself as well. It shouldn't be like that either. They're supposed to be glass light bulbs, not balloons, not plastic. I'll fix those off camera. I just want to get it placed in the right spot so that we can move on and do other stuff in the next video. So I don't like the idea of finishing a video and then you come back to watch the next one and you find something's moved, or like it's not the way it was when it was before. Alright, so there we've got, and this one, we got that, we got everything. Yep. So we're moving. I'm looking at the. Oh shit! What's happened? Why is there a copy? No. No, Bob. What the fuck? What happened there? What the? What's the story? What the why have I got doubles? Oh, fuck off. Hold on. Settings. Put 10 meters. Let me have a look. Why? Why? I've got everything. It must be in the original. Nah, that doesn't make. It must be in the original. There's some of the bulbs are missing though. I don't get it. Oh, fucking hell. No, that's not right because it's. What have I done? I don't understand. Okay, alright, well I've got everything on this lot, so I'm just gonna delete the other one. I'll just lift it right up so I can select it without anything being around it. And then just delete all this. I don't know why that happened. Oops. I just don't want two of everything because the system's drawing it for no reason. It's putting a strain on the loading time. It's pathetic. You don't have things loading that you don't need. In a lot of games they program it so that what you're not looking at isn't even there. Oops. Is everything still one piece? What? What? Hang on. What happened? No. Why is the floor up there? Oh my goodness. Why? It's acting up. Hang on. Oh. What the? So I don't want to delete something without realizing it. Okay. And there's a pole over there. What the fuck is going on? Why is that pole over there and that's down there? Huh? Why? Oh, that's better. Okay. Fucking hell. Anyway, now I haven't got doubles, so yeah, it's very touchy. It selects things when you don't want to have something selected. Right, down, down, down. Alright, now I want to move it over. Where's the center? Move over. I'm looking at the maybe like that. There's that. I think that's better. We've got the square in the middle, sort of. I don't want to go any closer to the edge than it already is, but it sort of works. Although I maybe can. Yeah, I don't want to go any closer than that. How's that? That looks better. Yep, That's better with them in the middle. I guess so. Now it's a little bit too... I don't like it so far away from the house. I liked it sort of there. So that it's not right on the edge. I think I'm just going to have to live with that. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. It's not perfect, but it's not... It's better than it was. It's a compromise, because I don't want that really far back from the house, because then this area here, I want the width, the sort of width. If it's too far over it even more, then it reminds me of the other one that I had that was too small and didn't work. And even that another couple of feet over, I think is too much. It's probably about right. No. Let's see. It's just a little close to the edge. And it's really not that different, is it? To me it is. I'll leave it like that. I can move it another time. I'll leave it. Yeah. It's just that the pattern isn't really that perfect, but it's not going to be perfect anyway. If it's still not anyway. Yeah, forget it. Doesn't matter. I like it where with this gap here, like in relation to the dance floor, here with the gap, sort of like, and I don't want this texture right up to the very edge of the pier. It looks stupid as well, and I can't do much about the way it lays over the circle, so I'm gonna... That'll do. That'll do. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Got to do more lights around the house as well, like these sorts of ones, so that at night it still looks, no matter what the time of day setting is, it's still like lit. It doesn't go pitch black. Okay, yeah, look, that looks okay. I'm happy with that. Alright, so that, file, save to file, auto club, added house dance floor, overwrite, yeah, and we're done. Okay, so there you go, that's done. And the next thing I'll be doing will be pot plants. Maybe something in the corner here, something over there, something around, like a cactus over here, and just to sort of give it a little bit of yeah, something over here. Let's do some pot plants. Okie doke. Alright, I will see you in the next video. Okay, take it easy.